Okay. Dalit we're holding. Mattos, Dalit, Perak Lamed Aleph. Elef Mamate, Elef Mamate. 1,000 per tribe. 1,000 per tribe. There's no question how to interpret this. Seemingly there were only what? There wasn't more than 1,000. What does it mean? There were 2,000. 1,000 went to battle, and 1,000 that watched over their personal belongings on the battlefront. The ones who were behind the lines, so to say. So what it says, L'chol Mattos Bnei Yisrael Tishkol Latzova. All the Mattos. So Rashi says, L'Rabba Shevet Levi, that even Shevet Levi had to go, which is normally Shevet Levi doesn't go to battle. Because usually what's Tzova? Tzova was Ben Esrim and Malo, the ones who count from the age of 20 and above. Levi was count from the age of what? 30. 30 days. 30 days, not 3. 30 days. V'yimosru me'alfi Yisrael elef mamate. So the Targum says, Yimosru v'izborchu, v'izbechoru, they were chosen. Except Rashi cites Chazal, they were compelled. They were given over, they had no choice but to go. Moshe me'alfi Yisrael elef mamate, shnei moshe elef chalutzei tzova. So there were 12,000 who actually soldiers who went. There were others, that's the question. There were another 12,000 who maintained the supply lines. There were 13,000. We're saying it includes Shevet Levi. They are. Normally it's only 12. No, which each Shevet had 1,000 soldiers on the battlefront, and 1,000, it's a question of medrash. How many? Does it mean 1,000 per tribe? What does it mean? No. Elef Mamate, Elef, twice saying Elef means each tribe had 2,000. One on the battle, and the other with like the supply lines. Right, correct. The Mosru, Lodiacha Shvochen Shel Roy Yisrael. Here you see the praiseworthiness of the shepherds of Israel, I mean the leaders. Kamim Chavivin al Yisrael. To what degree were they beloved to Klal Yisrael? Ad Shelo Shoma B'Yisoso. Before they were aware that he was going to pass on, because they knew that the battle, his death was going to be the terminating factor when he dies. Mo'omer, Od Mat Skuluni, they're about to stone me, Moshe Rabbeinu says. Moshe Tluya B'Nikmas Midyon, when they became aware that his death was contingent on the vengeance against Midyon, L'Rotz Leches, they didn't want to go to battle. They wanted to hold back. Shnibzar al Korchon, they were forced to go. They forced them to go. So Chumash says it should say Vayikach Moshe, or it should say Vayishlach Moshe. What is Vayimosru? Yimosru means they had to be compelled, they had to be forced to go. See, the Sforim was the Yimosru was not descending; it was given over to Moshe to send them. Right, the Yimosru, they were given over to Moshe to be sent. So that would be similar to the Targum. Visbechoru, they were chosen because they had to be. I mean, the Or Chaim has a very lengthy discussion over there. I mean, normally you have what? You try to have as many people going to war. Here, there's a select 12, 13,000 over here. So he speaks that even the ones who died in the Magefa, those are the ones actually who were involved in the actual, with the Bnos Moab. But many of them had thoughts, and they would have liked to, but they didn't. There's a claim against these people, because when you go to battle, it's the most intense level of kitrug, of din. So therefore, you had to send people who were so pure that even in thought, they didn't they had no interest in these people. So therefore, the number is so small. So therefore, they had to be chosen. It's not just a person, able-bodied men going to battle. What? Where do you see paragraph? Pasuk. Yeah. No. The soldiers didn't want to go because it tells you the praiseworthy of the shepherds. They didn't, of Moshe. Moshe is the shepherd. Not they're the shepherds. They're the sheep. Shepherds means the leaders. Okay.
I was having a problem understanding why you send 1,000, why give 1,000 to support them. But maybe it means supporting them not just with food, and gashmis, but you need the one-for-one, the one praying for the guy.
There's an argument in Medrash. There's an argument in Medrash. 1,000 go to battle, 1,000 supply, and 1,000. There's one sheet in the Medrash. There were 3,000 per shevet, and 1,000 to pray for each 1,000. So there was a third 1,000. Yeah, but you see clearly the 1,000 was for the supply lines, for material. It's not for the tefillah. But there is. So you look in the Mishnah and Chumash. There's a third opinion. Vayishlach Osam Moshe Elef L'Matel Latzova. Osam es Pinchas ben Elazar HaKohen Latzova. They together with Pinchas ben Elazar HaKohen. So now he's identified as Pinchas ben Elazar HaKohen. Till now he was Pinchas ben Elazar. Uklei HaKodesh v'chatzotzeros hatru biyodo. Chatzotzeros, trumpets. No, not Moshe. Moshe is not there on the battlefront. He's given over to them. They're taking the chatzotzeros to battle.
So it's not his, it's someone else's.
Biyodo, Pinchas has it. Biyodo. Okay? What's Atu Pinchas? That means he's pity Pinchas to be the equivalent of all of them. Magid Shoy Pinchas Shokol Keneged Kulam. Pinchas, in terms of his value, and according to what we're explaining, the Orach Chaim HaKodesh, that there was a select few because they had that level of purity. In regard to that purity, Pinchas was the equivalent of all 12,000 or 13,000, because Pinchas was the Kanoi, right? So he is the equivalent of all of them in this particular context. What did Pinchas go in that Elazar? Omar Kadosh Baruch Hu, interesting. He says, because the one who started the mitzvah, he should be the one to complete the mitzvah. See, the Medrash says it differently. The Medrash is not that one wanted Elazar go. Wanted Moshe go. Moshe should have gone. But originally Moshe, because Moshe only, he strategized with them who should go, how to do it. Not initiated. God initiated. God initiated.
But he got everybody going, right?
No, the strategy for battle was Moshe's strategy. But Moshe should have done himself. Moshe failed because Moshe should have been the Kanoi originally. This is a tikkun on what he didn't do earlier. So he should have gone to battle. So that the Medrash says, because since Pinchas started the mitzvah, Mishiyischu b'mitzvah, you say Gemar. He should be the one to finish the mitzvah. It's interesting. And Moshe learned the lesson very well. Rashi, at the end of Vayechi, it says, not the Vayechi, the Shalach. Who took out the Atzmos Yosef? Moshe. But yet it says, who gets credit? Klal Yisrael, because since he didn't finish the mitzvahs, he passed away. It says, Klal Yisrael took out the Atzmos Yosef. Because factually, if he wouldn't have been buried, what's the value of taking it out? Right? So the answer is, so you see, mitzvah is Nikra Shem Gomra. The mitzvah identifies the one who completes the mitzvah. So Moshe really doesn't get that full special credit because he never completed the mitzvah. No, I'm told by Yosef. So Moshe understood that. So if that's the case, if Pinchas started it, let's say he would complete it. So he's going to deny Pinchas, his great accomplishment is going to be denied. Right? Because the mitzvah is going to be identified with him rather than with Pinchas. And since he himself was a person who understands what that means, therefore he appreciated, therefore he says, Pinchas, you do it, not me. You should get full credit for the mitzvah, otherwise you're not going to get credit. Your great accomplishment is going to be minimized. Because this is a continuation of that original mitzvah of what? Of removing this evil. Because the pasuk says, it's just Asher Hutziu Yisrael Mitzrayim. The pasuk says, Klal Yisrael took Atzmos Yosef out of Egypt. It doesn't say they buried him in Shechem. It says they took him. The same pasuk says they buried him in Shechem. It says, and they took him out of Egypt. So the Medrash asks, Rashi brings this. Moshe took him out of Egypt. The answer is, mitzvah is Al Shem Gomra. The mitzvah identifies the one who completes it. So even in regard to taking him out of Egypt, it identifies as if they took him out of Egypt. Because right? You know, but it's interesting. Just thought of this while I'm talking to you. And what I'm telling you now is not Shalosh Shudas Torah. You know, we had at the end of in last week's parsha, it says, but regarding B'nos Slovchod, it says, Menashe ben Yosef. They're from the tribe of Menashe. So why is Yosef mentioned? Because just as Moshe, Yosef was Mechavi V'Soretz, they're also Mechavi V'Soretz. How do you know the Mechavi V'Soretz? How do you know the Mechavi V'Soretz? Because just as Yosef says, just as he wanted to be taken out to be buried, so the question is not so simple. Maybe he didn't want to be taken out to what? Because he didn't want to be deified like his father. How do you know? It's because he had Chaviv Zoretz, he had special love for Eretz Yisrael. Now, if that's the case, it says, Klal Yisrael are identified that they took him out of Egypt. But if you say that what Yosef just wanted not to be there, so the mitzvah was completed. Moshe completed it. So why does the pasuk identify that the ones who took him out of Egypt were Klal Yisrael? So it's clear what was his intent. Not that he wanted to be out of Egypt to be out of Egypt. He wanted to be out of Egypt to be buried in Eretz Yisrael. You follow what I'm saying? Alan, you lost it a little bit. Again, it says, when the pasuk says of who took Yosef out of Egypt, Klal Yisrael, not Moshe. Because whoever completes the mitzvah, the whole mitzvah identifies with him. Now, if the mitzvah was, if Yosef just wanted to be out of Egypt, not to be deified, once he was taken out of Egypt, the mitzvah was completed. They had to do something, they buried him in Israel. But if his intent to be out of Egypt was to be buried in Eretz Yisrael, so when was it completed? When he was buried. Therefore, the pasuk says, Klal Yisrael buried him in Shechem, took him out of Egypt, and buried him in Shechem. It's one mitzvah. Otherwise, the burial in Shechem is unrelated to take him out of Egypt. So from there you see clearly what was Yosef's intent when he said, I wanted to be taken to be out of Egypt to be buried. Right? It's clear. Because otherwise it's not so simple. Where do you see it? You see it, the pasuk says Ben Yosef. Menashe ben Yosef. But this is even more clear from the pasuk. No, it's quoting the Medrash. The Medrash says, why not Moshe? That's the Medrash. That's the Medrash. Right. No, right. Well, it could be right. No. We're asking because Moshe failed. It would have been the tikkun on Moshe. So on that, so the Medrash answers because Pinchas started the mitzvah. Elazar, because Elazar was the Kohen Gadol now. Even though Pinchas is a Kohen, but Elazar is greater. But a Kohen Gadol go to Milchama too. It's not only the Mishul Milchama. Correct. But he didn't go to battle. So the Orach Chaim speaks, why did he go to battle himself? So this could be one of the reasons, right? Was this principle called Maskeh Mitzvah Omer Lo Gemara. So by him strategizing, them being his agents, that was sufficient. Didn't mean he has to physically be on the battlefront. That's sufficient. Right. Correct. Right. Correct. Okay, let's do the Maral. So I spoke about that last week. There was a tikkun, a whole mizeh. Nosu mizeh. That's the mizeh. He says, take my bones out together with you.
Take out the idea of reading his eggs that are good.
That's what I said last week. That's what I said. No, Alan reminds me of.